The western United States is currently witnessing a mega drought, one that has sent water levels plunging to a historic low. At these lows, the Hoover Dam stands unable to generate electricity for the hundreds of thousands of people of western U.S. Our next report telling you more.
The world has witnessed the devastating impact of climate change. And to no one's surprise, things aren't very different in the United States. Especially in western United States, which has been witnessing a mega drought for over 2 decades now. One that has parched Lake Mead, in fact, all of the Colorado River basin. The water levels here are currently at dangerously low levels.
We're in our 23rd year of drought here in the Colorado River basin, and so Lake Mead has dropped down to 28%. So there isn't as much head, so there isn't as much pressure pushing on the water into the turbines. So they have to work harder, so there's less efficiency and we aren't able to produce as much power.
These aren't just numbers. This is the grim reality, and it spells doom for the hundreds of thousands of homes that rely on the Hoover Dam to generate electricity. You see, at these levels, there just isn't enough water to power the turbines at the Hoover Dam. A dam which was once hailed as an American engineering marvel. Built between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression, on the border between the US states of Nevada and Arizona. It is from this very dam that the Lake Mead originates, which happens to be the biggest reservoir in the United States. And just the thought of one of the biggest reservoirs in the country drying up, it's enough to send chills down the spine. So you can only imagine the practical ramifications of the same.
At elevation 950 feet above sea level, Hoover Dam can no longer produce hydropower. We're at 1,043 feet today.
At its height, the lake surface sits over 1,200 feet above sea level. But after more than 2 decades of drought, it is now less than 1,050 feet. That is the lowest since the lake was filled. And it is falling about a foot a week. While some say this is the direct consequence of climate change, others believe it is the result of poor water management. But the reality is that this once brimming reservoir is no longer adequate to sustain the many US citizens who have relied on it for years. Bureau Report WION, World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.